Understanding the basic psychology of the dog you have in your house is quite important. We've been seeing a lot of posts lately about enrichment for your dog and letting your dog explore the environment, which is a very valid element of enriching and fulfilling your dog's needs. I think it's important that we add a bit of context around this and understanding that there needs to be a way that the dog can access the environment. Okay, if we just let the dog access the environment and sniff the environment all the time, what happens is the environment becomes more enriching than us. Okay, and we end up creating the environment to be potentially more motivating than and interesting than engaging with us. So it can make it harder for the dog to focus. Now there's a few elements to this. If you're using this in the context of letting the dog have a bit of a sniff at the beginning of the walk and then starting training, that can work quite well. You want to be careful around what behavior the dog is doing prior to getting access to the environment. Okay, if the environment is very reinforcing to the dog, that would be whatever behavior the dog does prior to getting access to the environment could be reinforced. So if we look at behavior, we have antecedent behavior consequence. So something that happens prior to the behavior itself, and then something that happens after the behavior. So let's say we pull up to a park, the dog starts barking and whining. Okay, the antecedent in the situation is pulling up, the behavior is barking and whining, and then the consequence could be you letting the dog out, which is reinforcing the behavior. Okay, so we would see an increase in barking and whining. So the dog goes, if I bark and whine, the likelihood of me getting access to the environment increases. Cool, so it is a very, very useful reinforcer when used in the right manner. Okay, so let's break that down. So if I was to use environmental enrichment as a reinforcement for my dog, something I could do would be, say, 5-10 minutes of leash training, then 3 minutes of environmental enrichment. So I'd find a point where the dog's walking really well on leash, and then I would give the dog maybe a sit command, make him wait for 30 seconds, then release him into the environment. Then he could have 3 minutes of enrichment, and then I would start back on my training, okay? And that would be an event that happens throughout the training process that is enriching the dog's training, but the dog is learning that it accesses the environment through me. So what I'm actually doing is increasing the dog's motivation to focus on me, because then the likelihood of the dog getting access to the environment increases. Okay, so there needs to be context around some of these things on the internet, and that's what we want to do here at Good Dog Training, is give you the context, the nitty-gritty of what training a dog is actually about. There needs to be a behavioral science approach taken to this, because if we don't understand the contingents in play, it makes it very hard to actually get results for your dog. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Keep an eye on our channel. Content will start rolling out. We really look forward to showing you and teaching you guys about behavioral science and dog behavior, and how behavioral science can really impact your dog's life and your life.